Hello there. Once again, this is Anton from Anton Bay, coming at you with a little kind of eclectic little haul of sorts that I picked up this week. Some through the mail, some through a friend, and some, like this Carmella that my wife picked up for me that was free at a thrift store. They just threw it in. It's actually even one I've been wanting, so that's freaking great. But I love Carmella. I think she's fantastic. So to get like the one I've been wanting for nothing, awesome. At Walmart, I also picked up a Zelina Vega and Andrade Cien Almas 2-pack because it was, I mean, these things are getting like worse in quality. WWE's basic stuff is just not that great. But I can also get a 2-pack for $16 now at Walmart, which that's pretty tough to beat, especially when that's the only way you're going to get characters like Zelina Vega. And the face molds on this stuff is great. It's just their body quality has really gone down as far as manufacturing. The other thing I wanted to point out, I got this from my buddy Scott. I told you in the last video, he went and saw the cartoonist Kayfabe, Jim Rugg, and Ed Pisker at a comic book store and got him to sign some stuff. And Jim Rugg actually drew me a little picture and said to Anton, enjoy, Jim Rugg. And this is Aphrodisiac, his book. It's not really a trade because I don't think these all appeared in like regular form. But this is crazy stuff. It's ridiculous. It's basically kind of a play on the blaxploitation films, but they are strange and I think they're hilarious. And I'm sure they're fairly inappropriate in different ways, but it is what it is. I'm glad to have it. It makes me want to go out and pick up Street Angels, Jim Rugg's other book. But the art in it's great. I'm very pleased with the art. Who could not love this art? It's a little on the strange side at times. Anyway, my friend Scott got me this, got it signed. I'm very, very impressed with that. Very, very thankful. Thank you so much, Scott. So anyway, as far as comics this week I've had my eye on these. I'm a fan of Eternity Comics, as if any of you guys remember. I love Eternity Comics. I love Jungle Girl titles. And what these are, this is Spicy Tales. It's called a naughty anthology. But here's why it's naughty. This is a classic tale of pre-code adventures and passion for mature readers. Okay, so it's mature readers. Well, it's just a reprint of vintage comics. Sally the Sleuth from Spicy Detective, 1938. Bear Trap Kill from 1952. Trail of Terror from 1950. Polly of the Plains, Freedom from 1937. Diana Daw from 1936. These are just old comics. They're pre-code. This is what kids were reading back in the 30s, 40s, 50s. But nowadays, this gets banned under a mature title and sold as Spicy Tales, a naughty anthology, when really this was what kids were reading off the newsstand back then. That's pretty wild if you think about it. I really liked the covers for number 9. And the first issue of this I ever saw was issue number 2. But when I saw issue number 10, I really wanted that. This just looks awesome. I don't know if she's against the Nazis or for them, but there's all sorts of planes. There's a Zeppelin involved. It looks like it's up my alley. But like I said, it is literally just reprints of vintage comics. And spoiler, there's absolutely no story in this book that has anything to do with what's going on the cover here. That was a little disappointing because I was like, oh man, I can't wait to read what's happening here. Nothing. There ain't shit about it inside. Absolutely nothing similar or even remotely nothing. The cover is just the cover, so that was disappointing, but anyway, I digress. Another thing I got this week, I have come to terms with the fact that I do kind of like Rob Liefeld. And that's not really, I guess it's not that easy to talk about, but, you know, I kind of do. So anyway, I like his work. I'll try to stop bumping the camera here. My bad. I picked up a few of these. Avengelyne. This particular series, this is later Rob Liefeld, where I feel like his art has really improved. It might even be a different artist, but his quality of work is greatly improved. So I picked up a copy of Avengelyne number 2, which I've already got several of, but these had a lot of variants, and I don't believe I had these variants. I might have, but they were just in the lot. I picked up Maximum Press, Avengelyne number 1, a variant cover. It looks like kind of a hollow foil cover. If you can see kind of all what's going on in there. Pretty sweet. They had an Avengelyne Glory, Maximum Press, number 1. This is definitely a hollow foil cover. I mean, there's just a lot going on with this, and it's got a really bright metallic everything going on in it. A beautiful cover, and I've decided that I am quite a big fan of the Avengelyne comics that Liefeld has done. I don't know. I kind of never really cared about them until I started picking them up last year, and I do enjoy them. So this is Avengelyne number 3. I believe this is a different run, but it was in the lot. Picked up the lot. There was like 21 issues of this. Wasn't too badly priced. I wasn't going to pass on it. Avengelyne number 3. This one's by Maximum Press. Some of these are Image. Some of them are Maximum. And a lot of them are just variating covers. I'm pretty sure this is the same book. Maximum Press, Avengelyne number 2. You can see it's better than old Liefeld stuff. This is your classic Liefeld stuff. This is Maximum Press number 1, Avengelyne Power. You can see by the curvature of her back, this is definitely Rob Liefeld drawing it. This is a little bit more human proportions. Liefeld still isn't the best on the whole concept that women have spines or how those work. But I got 2 variating covers of that. Grabbed Avengelyne Prophet from Maximum Press number 1. Pretty sure that's a Liefeld cover, but the spine is looking slightly better. It's still way V'd, and I don't know what his deal is with that, but anyway, you win some, you lose some. Okay, this is not Liefeld's work, don't believe, but this is a Maximum Press Avengelyne number 2. Picked up Avengelyne Armageddon number 1, limited special edition. I don't know how special or edition it is, but regardless, that's the one. This is Maximum Press Avengelyne number 8. It's good. I've liked everything I've read from the Avengelyne, the later line from Maximum Press. I think it's been pretty good. This one is from Avatar Comics, which I have no idea what's up with that. It's issue number 1, Seraphicide. Don't know what's happening with that, but it's in the lot, and it was a bunch of titles I didn't really have, so I was interested in it. And a lot of variating covers for stuff that I do already have. Here's Seraphicide, issue number 1. This is a variant cover. Same thing from Avatar. And this is also Avengelyne Seraphicide, issue number 1, and Avatar. So these are all 3 the same. They're just different covers. Some people are big into collecting all the variating covers. I do sometimes. I found this. This was in the lot. It's Avengelyne half. It's a Wizard half. I thought that was pretty cool because I do try and snag a Wizard halves every now and then. These were like a mail away comic that you get when you would buy in Wizard magazine. You had to send away for it. Probably some of the cooler stuff is Avengelyne Deadly Sins photo cover. I am trying to remember this model's name. I want to say it's like something Christian. And she's like the basis for the character Avengelyne. She was always cast as Avengelyne, so she did all the promo work at the Comic-Cons, did all the photo work, did a lot of the covers. This is Maximum Press Avengelyne Deadly Sins #1. Same model, Avengelyne, Maximum Press number 1. It's just a variating cover. Well, actually, it's a different book, but it's the same model. They always use the same one. Avengelyne Glory, basically swimsuit special. It's the 2 cosplay models that they got to be the characters. The gal they got to play as Glory is legit way taller and bigger than Avengelyne, which I thought was pretty appropriate. It's kind of a weird because cosplay, I mean, there was some of it going along, and they were using girls to promote different characters at this time. But still, like, cosplay wasn't really a thing back then, and it was kind of just coming into its own. I don't remember a lot of this going on back in the 90s, but you know, you could see how stuff like this kind of got the bug going. The last one is the Avengelyne Swimsuit Edition. It's your typical comic book swimsuit edition. It's just drawings. It just has photo covers. And since not a lot of comics have photo covers, I was pretty excited to get these. These are just the variant covers, and I'm pretty excited by that. I thought that was pretty cool. Anyway, that is what I've acquired this week. I'm pretty happy with it. Stick her in the middle. Stick those 2 right there. That's what I got this week. And hey, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.